What's shaking in the world of film? We're kicking things off with a deep dive into Roger Ebert's legendary take on a James Bond film, revealing the one movie that truly tested his patience and why he declared, "Don't ever let this happen again." Next up, get ready for some serious star power. Rian Johnson's Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, is bringing out the big guns with Daniel Craig, Josh O'Connor, and an all-star cast teasing intriguing story details and some seriously fun times on set at TIFF. Speaking of Wake Up Dead Man, the stars themselves were out in full force. Kerry Washington, Glenn Close, Daniel Craig, and a whole host of A-listers hit the red carpet at the Toronto International Film Festival for the premiere. We've got the inside scoop on the glitz and glamour. And finally, is Daniel Craig almost unrecognizable? We're looking at his latest Silver Fox look at TIFF amid swirling rumors about who will be the next James Bond. You won't believe the hints being dropped. All that and more, right here, right now on Buzz Pop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Roger Ebert's most savage Bond diss revealed. /n/n think you know James Bond. Think again. We're unearthing a legendary film critic's fiery take on one of the 7 franchise's most divisive entries. Roger Ebert, a man who lived and breathed cinema, once went off on a particular Bond film with such passion, he famously declared, "Don't ever let this happen again." /n/, and this wasn't just a mild critique. It was a full-blown condemnation from a critic known for his deep respect for the art form. While many lauded Daniel Craig's gritty portrayal of Bond, Ebert saw something fundamentally wrong, particularly with Quantum of Solace. He felt the film lost the essence of Bond, transforming him from a suave spy into just another action hero, a notion he found preposterous. Ebert's frustration stemmed from what he perceived as a CGI-heavy, action-obsessed spectacle that stripped away the character's sophistication, wit, and the crucial attitude that defined him. He missed the classic elements, the cue, the moneypenny, the subtle charm, lamenting that this iteration of Bond doesn't bring much to the party. /n/n this critique sparked a massive debate among fans, with many siding with Ebert and others defending Craig's more modern, brutal take. The controversy highlights the enduring appeal and the constant evolution of the James Bond character, proving that even legendary critics can have vastly different views on what makes 7 tick. So, was Ebert right, or did he miss the mark on the new Bond era? /n/n don't go anywhere, because the drama doesn't stop here. We're heading to TIFF next for a star-studded peek at Rian Johnson's latest mystery. Knives Out 3, behind the scenes with Craig and the All-Stars, /n/n get ready, because Rian Johnson's next Benoit Blanc adventure, Wake Up Dead Man, is shaping up to be an absolute showstopper. The cast, including Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor, recently spilled some seriously juicy details at TIFF, and it sounds like this one is diving headfirst into the darkest corners of mystery. /n/n Johnson revealed that this installment leans heavily into classic, locked-door mysteries, the kind of impossible crimes that defy logic and leave you guessing. But he's not stopping there. He's weaving in a compelling religious aspect, making the whodunit even more intriguing. Daniel Craig described the film as owing a lot to these puzzles, while also incorporating themes of faith and belief, hinting at a much deeper narrative than we've seen before. Josh O'Connor, playing a priest at the heart of the mystery, discussed the fascinating dynamic between characters who interpret their faith in drastically different ways, adding layers of guilt, remorse, and hope to the unfolding plot. Even Mila Kunis, playing a local cop who calls in Blanc for help, admitted she'd sign on for any Rian Johnson project, highlighting the immense respect and excitement surrounding this film. /n/n the cast also dished on the incredible camaraderie on set. Unlike the isolated filming of the last movie, Johnson encouraged everyone to hang out, fostering a raucous family reunion vibe. They spent time together in a green room, sharing stories, playing games, and genuinely having a blast, a testament to the fun-loving atmosphere Johnson cultivates. This close-knit environment clearly translates to the screen, promising a captivating and entertaining cinematic experience for audiences. /n/n, but the excitement doesn't end with the studio buzz. We've got the red carpet glamour from the premiere next. Wake Up Dead Man premiere lights up TIFF with star power. /N/N, the Toronto International Film Festival was absolutely buzzing as the stars of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, gathered for their world premiere. Daniel Craig, Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Kaylee Speeney, and Darryl McCormack all graced the red carpet, looking every bit the Hollywood elite. /N, this highly anticipated third installment in Rian Johnson's beloved franchise is set to hit theaters with a limited run starting November 26th, followed by a December 12th release on Netflix. While details remain under wraps, the premiere photos and earlier teasers hint at a darker, more gothic tone, deeply steeped in Catholic themes. O'Connor and Brolin are reportedly playing a reverend and a monsignor, respectively, with Kunis stepping in as the local police chief who enlists Benoit Blanc's help. Johnson himself has spoken about how the film pays homage to the genre's origins, drawing inspiration from Edgar Allan Poe and exploring themes of guilt, morality, and the complexities of faith. /N, the stars themselves couldn't hide their enthusiasm. They shared tales of the fun-filled atmosphere on set, describing it as a movable tent experience with air conditioners in forests and plenty of laughter. Glenn Close mentioned how they all opted for communal hangouts over private trailers, fostering a genuine sense of connection. It's clear that the positive energy and collaborative spirit behind Wake Up Dead Man are as compelling as the mystery itself, promising a film that's both intellectually stimulating and incredibly entertaining. /N, and speaking of Daniel Craig, his latest look has everyone talking amidst major Bond casting rumors. Daniel Craig's Silver Fox transformation and Bond casting frenzy. /N, Daniel Craig is turning heads and sparking serious conversation with his striking Silver Fox appearance at the Toronto Film Festival. While promoting his latest flick, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, the beloved seven-star debuted a distinguished new look that has fans and industry insiders buzzing. /N, Craig, alongside co-stars Mila Kunis and Andrew Scott, was all smiles at the Variety studio, reprising his role as the iconic detective Benoit Blanc. The film, a standalone sequel to Glass Onion, delves into what Netflix is calling Blanc's most dangerous case yet, featuring a new ensemble cast including Kaylee Speeney, Jeremy Renner, and Darryl McCormack. The first official image released by Netflix shows Craig's Blanc in a dimly lit church, hinting at the gothic and potentially religious themes director Rian Johnson has teased. The movie is set to explore complex narratives around guilt, mystery, and morality, all within the framework of a classic whodunit. /N, but the real buzz, the swirling rumors about Craig's successor as James Bond. With Craig moving on from the iconic spy role, speculation is rampant, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is reportedly the frontrunner, having apparently been formally offered the role. Hints like his signing with Omega, the official watch brand of Seven, have only fueled these rumors. This transition period for the Bond franchise is always a hot topic, and Craig's undeniable charisma, even in his new silver-haired persona, keeps the legacy alive while new chapters are being written. /N, and that's all the news for today. But stick around for a lightning-fast recap and your chance to join the BuzzPop community. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Roger Ebert's legendary takedown of a Bond film, got the inside scoop on Rian Johnson's star-studded Wake Up Dead Man from TIFF, celebrated the premiere's glitz and glamour, and marveled at Daniel Craig's new look amidst Bond casting buzz. Don't miss a single update. Hit that like button, subscribe to BuzzPop for more electrifying content, ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, drop a comment below telling us your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials to stay connected. We'll see you next time.